Welcome back, Money Teams. This is Mad Money Shot, sniffing out the college cheese and Madden cheese as always. In today's video, we finally got some information on the College Football 26 reveal trailer, as well as some new gameplay footage that they put out to go along with it. That gives us a lot of new information, as well as new formations and some new gameplay features I'm going to go over in today's video, as well as all the information you need to know about Madden 26's closed beta. But before I get into the video, as always, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please make sure to be a subscriber, hit the like button, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, let's get right into the video. Now, yesterday, around the same time that we got the Madden 26 deep dive trailer, which dropped at about 8 o'clock at night, and it was getting promoted by EA's website and all of their social media accounts at about 7:30. Well, last night they did the same thing, only this time it wasn't a deep dive trailer that dropped in a half hour. It was instead a deep dive trailer that's going to drop tomorrow morning around 11 o'clock a.m. If you're in Eastern time. They're going to have a brand new deep dive for College Football 26, and if you saw the right posts, you would even get a 7-second gameplay trailer or like a little sneak preview of what we're going to see. And there's a lot of information inside of this gameplay trailer, so I'm going to go over that now. Now, one of the first things we get to see here is the brand new score bug, which is something that a lot of people are really happy with. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Another thing we get to see is the dynamic subs button, which is hidden right here, which you just looks like you just hit up on the D-pad to bring up your dynamic subs, and then ultimately you can change out what players you want on the fly while on the field, which is a new feature. There's also a few things that I can't say I've seen before when it comes to Penn State Stadium. It looks like there may be some new monitors or some new strips of information up here on the second level, as well as maybe even on the sideline here, as this almost looks like an NFL stadium. It definitely looks like it's also at night, which is something that they're trying to push, as well as the dynamic lighting and the light changes and stuff like that. So this is probably like a prime time game. But I will spend some time on is the brand new offensive formation that we're seeing here, as we're watching Penn State go up against Ohio State here. And Penn State's one of the books that they mentioned in their original reveal trailer as one of the offenses that they put a lot of work into, as far as revamping based off of a lot of the creativity that they used in college football in 2024. Well, here we're going to get our first look at a new formation. As you can see right here, Penn State is one of the most reworked books with a lot of new formations. In this particular formation here, you can see it looks like we only have 4 down linemen, with the left tackle being out in what looks like a bunch. And we can see once the play starts that there is no pressure coming from the left side, as the quarterback's going to roll to the right side. And it looks like if there was a blitz coming up the left side, it probably would be a sack. But you can see how the quarterback rolls to the right because there is no protection on the left side. And if you look at the play, only 2 guys actually rushed the passer on that play, meaning that this play probably would have been a sack if used in any other situation, I would imagine. So even though the play looks cool, it's not necessarily going to be the most functional when the game comes out, because like I said, you just blitz off the left side with the lack of alignment, I would imagine. But regardless, you also get to see that the camera angle changes when the quarterback rolls out, which is something I'm not really sure if it's going to be a part of the game or if it's just a part of this individual trick play. As you can see, when the quarterback rolls out, the entire field changes, and this is something that I actually kind of like as far as realism, because if you roll out in real life, you're not going to be able to see the receivers on the opposite side of the field nearly as good before he throws the ball, and then it eventually goes back to the normal camera angle that we're used to. And if they did make this a part of the regular game, I think it would also change people's way of playing, as a lot more people would probably try to stay in the pocket, as that would be a benefit to not changing the camera angle and sprinting out and rolling out and stuff like that. So I can see a benefit to this. I just don't know if it's specific to this play or if it's something we're going to see in the actual gameplay itself. Now, we also get our first look at the actual change in the revamped throwing meter here, which you could see on this first play that the final color was changed from red to orange, which is something that I mentioned in a previous video. My biggest concern with this clip, though, is definitely the crowd reaction. As you get a 40-yard bomb on 4th and 4, and I don't see much of a crowd reaction in the stands, if at all. It just seems like the same, repetitive, on repeat type of, the stadium not really reacting to what's going on the field, because it's a fourth quarter play, 4th and 4, down 6, going against number 1 national championship Ohio, which is definitely a rivalry. And you can see that there's just no reaction in the crowd, which is a slight concern, but that's something that I think at this point we've come to expect from EA. As I try to tell you guys in previous videos of mine, that we're hearing a lot out of Orlando, that basically the college football team and the Madden team are basically the same now, and it sounds like they put a lot more resources into fixing Madden 26 and not necessarily college football 26, as this game really looks a lot like last year's. But time will tell, and we'll get more information in a deep dive trailer tomorrow at 11 a.m. Please make sure to be a subscriber, because I will be making content about the information that is dropped. Other than that, we have more information about Madden 26, as there's definitely been a lot of people making the rounds when it comes to praising the current beta that is running live right now. That started yesterday, and I'm going to give you guys some information about that now. Now, this beta, just like the college football 26 beta, was by invite only. It's a closed beta. If you didn't receive an email, you're most likely not invited to this point. But there is some difference between this and the college football 26 beta, which is the college football 26 beta was only for 3 days, where this one here is for almost an entire week. As this beta started yesterday at, I want to say, noon, and ends on June 26th. So if you guys didn't get a beta code, I would imagine, based on the fact that they're really trying to revamp the image and get some excitement around Madden 26 compared to college football 26, which really kind of has its own built-in, I would imagine that they're going to open this up later, or they're going to have more codes out available to the public, maybe even send out a second round of codes. We've seen that in the past sometimes, where you'll have a first wave of codes and you'll have a second wave of codes after that, leading up to the point where it ends. So if you didn't get a code yet, that doesn't mean you're not going to get a code, or it's not, in potential that, like I said, they might open this up to the public or something like that, as well as the fact that there's a lot of content creators out there that are offering codes if you're following them on social media and stuff like that. So if you guys want to follow your favorite content creators on X, you can do that. Other than that, you can also follow Madden Direct's account. You can follow any EA Sports accounts. I'm sure that they'll eventually be giving out codes on those. So there's still going to be plenty of opportunity. And like I said, since it's longer than the last one, which was only 3 days, basically just the weekend, I would assume that we're going to see a second wave of codes go out. So keep an eye on your email account that's registered with EA, as well as to make sure that you're checking your spam folder, because if you get an email sent to you and it goes into the spam folder, you could get it and never know that you had it. So there's definitely going to be plenty of opportunities. Now, I heard from somebody that had the code that there's a lot that's not really available, but it says here that what will be available in the Madden 26 closed beta is the Play Now online head-to-head practice mode, Madden Ultimate Team minigame, and Superstars, which might change based off of when you get the code, because I've also noticed in the past that they've done that. But there's still going to be plenty of time. Like I said, just keep an eye out and try to hit up your favorite content creators and stuff like that, especially on Twitter, as you may have a chance to still get these codes. It also says that there's still going to be, a lot of events available, solos, challenges, and stuff like that. It seems like a pretty expansive thing when it comes to the actual beta itself, with the only thing really not being available from the looks of it here is going to be franchise mode, which is something that they've talked a lot, they've teased a lot, to say that franchise mode is going to be one of the one of the biggest improvements. So I guess they're keeping that for when the game actually drops, which is something that makes a lot of sense, because the way that the college football 26 beta went, there was so much release, so much information released by the public on TikTok and stuff like that. I try to find some stuff like that on TikTok. Even though the beta just started yesterday, I tried to find some leaks, but I really didn't find a ton. The only thing I really saw was that Ashton Jeanty apparently had the same running stance, his same running stance before leaving the huddle. They did upload that, even though I already heard that the Raiders are trying to get him to break that habit and crouch a little bit, but that classic Michael Myers Ashton Jeanty running back stance does seem to be in college, or does seem to be in Madden 26. So that's something as far as the authenticity to it. I also saw that Travis Hunter has a Iron Man trait, which is something that's going to make sure that he doesn't fatigue as quickly, so he can play both offense and defense. I think I heard that he's the only one that has that. So there's a couple of small details that have come out in the leaks, but nothing major. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have more information for you guys, but like I said, I will be making a video once the college football 26 information comes out in the deep dive. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to be a subscriber, stick around for that. Other than that, if you guys want to see more information from both of these games that I've already put out, have that pop up on the screen, so just click links. And until next time, thanks for watching, man. Shout out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.